Greetings, tavern patrons. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of a new series covering Ale and Tale Tavern. If you would like to skip the game's overview or the details about this series, please use YouTube chapters. Ale and Tale Tavern is a tavern keep simulation game, but with innkeeping, farming, ranching, combat, questing, and procedural dungeons. You start off selling little more than grog and gruel, but as you earn money and grow your reputation, you'll be able to offer a truly grand culinary experience. The priorities will be determined by polling, so backseating is fine, just, I'm going to be working on the priorities. And don't spoil anything. Before I start, this is my avatar. Your avatars can look pretty goofy. I chose to look pretty normal. However, I'm playing single player, and this is a multiplayer game. It's up to 6 players. So, you'll never ever see me because it's going to be in first person. It's a new game, and we'll call this Twitch. Talk to the merchant. So before we even start, some simple commands and things. Top left is your money. Bottom left is your health. Top right is any quest goals that you are currently following. And if you are out in the forest, you can hit T as in tango, and it will highlight where your tavern is. You have to wander kind of far away from your tavern for that to work. But that's a common one that I think a lot of people could use.
Let me assume you are the new owner of the tavern we're standing in front of.
Wow, you are a seer. Yes, all of my savings and inheritance went to acquire this tavern. My dream has come true.
Some dream of becoming knights in shining armor, saving royal figures, engaging in duels and determining the fate of the world. And you dream of serving oatmeal and ale to commoners?
Well, why oatmeal? I have a knack for culinary arts. My purpose is to turn sad and hungry citizens into happy and well-fed ones.
Well, it's a noble cause. The people around here love to eat and drink, and they know how to have fun.
Nice to meet you. And who might you be?
I'm a simple merchant. I was about to set off looking for a busier place, but perhaps I'll stay. I see potential in you, and where there's potential, there's trade. In short, if you need anything, come to me, to buy, to sell, and I'll also share some news with you.
What a wonderful place, and such kind people.
Our land is wonderful indeed, but it's not always peaceful, especially at night. Monsters roam the forests and swamps, disturbing the peace, but don't be afraid. I have weapons too.
Could you elaborate on that?
Don't sweat it. It's mostly just village ghost stories, but getting an axe is a good idea. You'll use it to keep things in line at the tavern, and to send any troublemaker packing.
You have a way with words.
All right. Buy an axe. So, in order to buy stuff, we go over to the shop, which is just the cash register. There is grocery stuff and consumables, furniture, and then also sell. You can sell for wholesale. So if I bought an axe and didn't use it, I could sell it for 200. If I break the hell out of it, I cannot sell it for its full price. And here we go. An axe. So it does 8 to 12 damage. When charged, does 1.5x and is used to destroy objects or, animals and stuff. So, break into the tavern. Nothing like not having the keys to your own place. Alright. So you can left click to attack or hold left mouse to charge attack, which will do more damage. Charge attacks are better, honestly, for combat against foes. For just planks and stuff, you don't need to charge it. And it is time to clean up a little. So, this little dank hovel is the tavern. And we walk over to the candle and light it up. Alright, break 3 old barrels or crates. So these are just leftover scrap from before it foreclosed. I only need to destroy 3 of them. Also, I feel like the axe noises are a bit rough, so let me lower them a little bit. And I'm going to go above and beyond, destroying all the crates, because nobody needs broken crates. in a tavern they've come to drink and stumble out of, they're gonna, you know, that's a problem. The other thing you might notice is on the left side of the screen, you'll see a clean percentage. That clean percentage is driven by cleaning up like dirt and cobwebs and hay on the ground, but also the wrecked crates and the like that are strewn about as well. Okay, let's get the ones on the front porch. Cool. Next up, buy a broom.
Greetings, traveler.
In consumables, here's a broom. And a broom is used to clean the tavern. So remove 2 puddles and 2 cobwebs. And I intend to clean everything, because the cleaner this place is, the better or the quicker I will level up. And I want to level up kind of as fast as possible, so we're gonna tidy up a bit. I'm going to continue tidying up until I'm closer to 100% clean. You wish cleaning was this easy? Yeah, no kidding. And not only that, but sometime down the line, I'm just going to outsource it. Right? Because forget being a one-man show here. I'm going to put the owls to work. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, wait and see. One easy one that's you can miss is the footprint dirt. That also counts, of course. And I think it's just this cobweb and we're done. Cool, 100% clean. Now at any point you can hit tab and then go to status. And right now we are 100% clean, surface, and variety, and we'll go into that in a little bit. So next up, buy a barrel holder, dishwasher, stove, fermenter, and brew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And install the barrel holder on the desk. So the barrel holder is like a keg. Oh, hey, already cobwebs. The barrel holder is where you hold your barrels of booze. Dishwasher is where you're going to wash your plates and mugs. And I'm going to put it here. There's a reason I'm putting it here. It's because you fetch water from the well to fill it up. So dishwasher next to where you run outside to get water makes the most sense to me. Also, you can only put stuff inside, like on the floor and stuff, with some exceptions, barely in it at all. So like I wouldn't be able to put a dishwasher here, for instance, or really anything for that matter. All right, let's install the stove. So I'm going to drop a stove here. I'm going to drop a fermenter over here on the other side. And then the brewing pot. Done. Now, buy a barrel, barley, bucket, and mug.
Greetings, traveler.
The barley, barrel, mug, bucket. I'm actually, in this case, going to buy 2 more mugs for a total of 3. I think it makes more sense. Because only having 1 mug to serve ale out of for your patrons, well, you know, is going to suck for everyone else that doesn't get a mug. So fill up the bucket. Done. And now we're going to make barley wort. So go up to the brewing pot. Click barley wort. There's multiple ways to fill in the ingredients. You can drag and drop, but that's the hard way. Just hold left shift, click the thing, it goes in automatically. Now in this case, and this part is important, cooking will start it, waste will not refund you. So let's say I didn't have 10 barley, I had 9, and it required 10, and I couldn't afford the 10th. I could ditch the whole recipe and waste everything that was put in. In this case, like, water is free. So just keep that in mind. In a lot of cases, you're able to make smaller batches, but not for barley wort. Barley wort is an all or nothing. So done. Making barley wort. All right, with the extra water, I'm going to fill the dishwasher. Fill up my water tank again. In our bucket. And we're just gonna wait for the barley wort to finish. So around the tavern, you'll see these little markers here. This indicates level. Right now I'm a level 1, and as I level up, I'll open up additional facilities within the tavern. Upstairs, downstairs, outside, you know, in every direction. I'll unlock additional recipes, I'll unlock additional weapons and potions and all sorts of stuff. Alright, come on, Wart. Taking forever. Alright. Hit E to take the wort, and we want to make ale. So we put in barley wort into water, and cook, and that makes ale. Very simple. If you have arachnophobia, there is an arachnophobia mode on. I have no idea what the arachnophobia mode looks like in this game because I didn't play with it, so I have no idea. So in order to take the ale, I need a barrel. So G, as in golf, allows you to like drop stuff quickly, and you have to look at the fermenter with a barrel to take a keg of ale, and then we install it on the barrel stand and fill one of the mugs here with ale. And I'm going to fill the other two as well. Alright, now it wants us to buy a table. Because we really can't have patrons without a table. That seems kind of, obvious. So here we go. A very simple rectangular table. And I will set it up right here. Next, create 1 barley porridge. Well, I don't have any barley left, so let's go out to the merchant.
Greetings, traveler.
And buy more barley. In fact, I'm going to buy 2 barley, because, I'm sure I'll use it. Now, there isn't a sprint mode here. There's just like a dash or dodge. So you'll see me sort of like lunging around, but that's just like for speed. You don't have to do it, but I sure will. So there we go. Our first batch of barley porridge. Now, with that said, I don't have any plates. In this game, plates and bowls are kind of the same thing, but they're all called plates. So you serve almost everything on a plate. Some things won't be served on plates, like bread or cupcakes.
Interested in
but then let's buy 1, 2, 3 plates to be able to plate the barley porridge. Because otherwise, as you'll see, without the plates, I cannot take it. You need a plate. And yes, these are plates. 1, 2, 3. Oops, did not mean to do that. Okay. Add barley porridge and ale to the menu. So go over to the food menu here, and for every ale mug I sell, I'll gain experience in gold and barley experience in gold. The more complex the recipe and the harder to obtain the ingredients, generally the more experience and gold you will earn. It's also worth noting that if you feed the same food to visitors, its value will be generally greatly reduced. Early on in the game, because I'm early on in the game, obviously I don't have a lot of choices here, so adding both the ale and barley is the best I can do for variety. But later on, when you have, like, let's say, 30 different things you can offer, if you choose only 3 of them, you're going to be docked for the lack of variety heavily, massively reducing your proceeds off of sales. Alright, open the tavern. So go up to the front and flip it, and we're open. And now it wants me to wait for the visitors to serve the first 3 dishes. So they'll come wandering in up this road and sit down on their own, no hostess, and then tell me what their order is. And while we wait on that, what I'm going to do is make another batch of barley wort, because we can have, like, ale in the fermenter ready to go to replace this keg when it gets tapped, because it takes a little bit longer to make ale than it does barley porridge. Barley porridge is pretty quick. Ale is a little bit more complex of a process, so I might as well have it prepped in the wings. Here we go. First customer, you are Alaric von Falkenberg. So we hit E to see what he wants. And in this case, you don't need to actually hand him if you have it in your inventory at all, you'll serve it to him. So I don't need to drag it to my bar and go to the for menu. That's unnecessary. I can just be like, here you go. Done. It takes an ale out of my inventory, hands it to him. Now in this case, there was a holding E, which is changing the order. In that case, what would have happened is if, let's say I ran out of ale and I couldn't serve it to him, I can take ale off the menu and then change his order. Be like, yo, I'm sorry, I can't serve you this, so order something else. Oh, and he was so happy that he dumped apples on the floor. You jerk. You know what? Get back here. No, get back here. Get back here. Yo. Yo. Yeah, that's right. Don't litter. What a jerk. Alright. My first customer I literally assaulted is, you know, that's how I roll. Alright, let's clean the dishes. As long as there's water in the dishwasher, you can clean up the mugs and get them ready for the next customer. And you want barley porridge. There you go. Pretty straightforward for now. For now. Now, the broom is a tool used for your customers. So let's say you couldn't serve barley porridge and you asked her to order something else. Nope. Go away. I'm closing the tavern because, you know, the game told me to. And then they requested a different thing that you didn't have. They're not going to change their mind a third time, and you can just use your broom to, like, send them packing. It might seem mean, but it's better than them sitting there down forever until they get impatient and leave. So in that case, you know, if you lack whatever food you need, or if they get so drunk that they won't leave on their own, use the broom and, you know, dismiss them appropriately. So, I just cleaned the 3 dishes that were used, and as you can see, I loaded up my inventory with ale and barley, so let's open back up, and we need to serve 10 dishes. Which, what the game calls tavern routine. So, that is my current priority. Tavern routine. Keeping things running. Let's go ahead and make more ale. So when the keg taps, we can quickly swap and refill. Wow, look at all the customers. My goodness. Nothing wrong with service. Variety, speed, whatever. Just, they're not showing up. Which is fine. This happens early on when we have no reputation. Plus, the only guy that was about to come in, we, like, dismissed, because the tutorial told me to. Not my fault. Did I forget to advertise on opening day? A little bit. A little bit. Now, if you wanted to serve from the racks here, you can hold E and put the stuff on shelves. This is useful when you have NPCs or other players. Initially, you will not see me doing a lot of this, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense solo. For efficiency, because if I take his order, then I have to go pick up the thing, and there is honestly a real risk of me accidentally drinking or eating it, and like drinking your ale is, well, a bit of a problem in that you get drunk and all your controls are backwards and everything becomes a lot harder to do. So it's one of the reasons why I keep it nested in my inventory where I can't accidentally consume it. Because, you know, if I'm consuming it, I'm not serving it. Oh, we're about to fill a table. Boom! Everybody's served. What kind of ale with 1 glass gives you psychedelic visions? Mine. Obviously. It's stronger than you can imagine. And all these people are happy? Oh, you want ale too? Okay. And you want barley porridge. Okay, well, I have a problem. I don't have any barley porridge on me, so let's quickly get that for her. Now I can, in the middle of this, decide to walk away from the dishwasher, which I will do because she's waiting for it. And then pick up where I left off. Now I'm gonna need more barley porridge because we're out And we're already up to 7 customers. Pretty good for our opening day, if I don't say so myself. All right, what do you want? Barley porridge? Oh, okay. One moment. And now you can see why I had, you know, multiple plates, multiple mugs just nested in my inventory so that I can quickly offer the service that they're requesting without really any delays. Makes it a little bit easier. But I don't necessarily want to fill my inventory with this stuff, because if I completely fill my inventory with, you know, I won't be able to, like, pick things up, or... So if they drop, like, apple cores on the ground to litter, you know, or for me to take, like, dirty dishes, I won't be able to. There we go. That was customer number 10. We're into the double digits. Well, once he finishes with his ale, boom! New tavern level. So in this case, I leveled up to level 2, and every time you level up, you gain something new, depending on the level. So tavern level 2 gives us a round table, which seats 2, and a chest, which allows you to store stuff. And I'm probably going to want to buy the chest pretty early on, because, like, we're going to have a lot of stuff to store. So here we go, replacing the barrel. And at this point, I really ought to buy a whole lot of barley, because I need to make more ale, and you can buy an ale barrel straight from him, but it's more costly than producing your own. So obviously I want to make my own. Cheers, by the way. All right, barley wort. Porridge. And we are just going to do the routine. I would like to buy that, at least a few chests for organization. They will definitely be some of my first purchases. Okay, I have a little bit of time till he sits down. So, furniture. Let's buy 2 chests. One chest I'm going to put right here. And I'm going to call this chest, clicking the gear in the top right, farming. And I'm going to check show name. So now I know apple cores, which is used for composting later on, is in the farming chest. And I put it right next to the door that leads to the outside, because, you know, that's where you do your farming. Surprise to hopefully no one. Now, I don't have farming unlocked yet. I will in time. Alright, the other chest I'm going to do, as long as no one's sitting down, is I'll put it right in front of... Ah, crap. This is my barley chest. Okay, well, we had our keg or fermenter break, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Now, while it's broken, it freezes the progress of whatever you were trying to make or do, but it doesn't ruin anything. It won't get burnt or anything. Uh-oh. Customer rush. We're not even gonna have enough chairs for everybody. So I'm gonna buy a hammer here so I can repair the broken fermenter. But she turned around because I didn't have room for everyone to sit. Because that last customer was just getting up by the time she walked in. All fixed up. One thing I've not done in a little bit is to go for cobwebs. And clean up and stuff. So I'll get that done once I get another porridge going. And we are up to 2/5 of the way to leveling. Thereabouts. So let's see, any filth up here? No? It says we're 100% clean. I have a hard time believing we haven't gotten any cobwebs in all this time, but I guess we haven't. I guess we've been lucky. I'll take it. I'm actually going to move this chest a little bit. So I can reach the barley stove a little bit easier. Oops. Sorry to keep you waiting. And if you're wondering if this seems like cozy and slow, the game compiles complexity as time goes on. So, what seems chill now won't be soon. So, just doing the tavern routine for now. Is anyone coming in? One person, and then I have a long wait. Got it. How are we doing? Righty, going down, but that's simply because we don't have other offerings yet. So there's nothing I can do to control that. And he ordered 2 things. Look at you, Blackthorn. Full meal. Well, we do have room for them. That's good. All right. I'm glad she decided to order beer, because I didn't actually have any plates of porridge left at the moment. And again, might seem a little anal-retentive, but I like to pull them off my active bar so they don't actually consume them. Because in the case of porridge, it would heal me as if it was a healing item, but for beer, it's kind of annoying. All right. Well, things are smooth sailing for now, so it's only a matter of time until that's no longer true. And I'm at 367 out of 500, so we're closing in on level 3. Quest board. Kill creatures. Kill 6 boar. I'll take it. So there are a lot of hostile and non-hostile creatures. Oh, look at you. Double dipping. All right. I bet I'm going to have to kick you out. There's a lot of creatures around. Some are a little bit more aggressive than others. And the boar are definitely going to fight back. Most do, in fact. Alright, I'm going to need to stock up a little bit more in barley, because the last of my barley is going into that brew. Oh, look, she's not drunk. I didn't actually have to bounce her.
Greetings, traveler.
Now, if you're wondering, man, it really seems like planting a whole bunch of barley's eating your profits. You're not wrong. You're completely right, and there will be a chance for us to farm that stuff in the near future. So for now, my character doesn't need to sleep, doesn't need to eat, doesn't need to drink. Is just like a automaton. And if you can keep your bar open by not taking any breaks and just keeping it rolling, obviously you're going to bring in some pretty good money. But eventually it doesn't really become all that reasonable to just stay open 100% of the time all the time. Because you'll end up in a situation where you're going to need to source ingredients, or you're going to need to go on a quest, or you're going to need to restock foraged stuff, like if you have, if you require foraged mushrooms, or if you require, boar meat. Because what you can buy off of the merchant is a pretty limited fare. So in the case of boar meat, you can't buy more boar meat from the merchant. So if I want to serve boar, I've got to kill it myself. Farm to table, if you will. And I did get a quest to hunt boar, so maybe after the next 3 patrons come in and we serve them, I go boar hunting. Because we'll hit level 3 by then for sure. So maybe not. I'll probably be given a different quest. Yes, new tavern level. Corn seeds and boiled corn. So in the quest here, talk to the merchant, just got triggered because I hit the threshold of 3. So I'm going to close the bar. It does not necessarily bounce the people out of the bar who are sitting down. They will finish and they will exit. But it won't allow any new patrons. And that will give me the chance to catch up with the questing. But before I even talk to the merchant, I want to just have everything nice and set for before the next step. Now in this case, what I could do, if I don't necessarily want the food on me at the moment, I'll just put it in the farming chest as like a, I don't really have a better spot for this. Just so that I'm not lugging around beer and porridge with me for no reason. Alright, next priority. Talk to the merchant.
I see things are going smoothly for you. Don't you think it's time to get your hands a little dirty? I mean, learning to grow your own plants. In the backyard of the tavern, there are garden beds and a creature that will be your guide into the fantastic world of plants.
All right, check the backyard.
Hello, Scary.
My mother said I'm handsome.
You are. You're a very handsome scarecrow. For someone, I'm sure you're the centerpiece of this, what's that garbage dump around here?
It used to be a wonderful garden. There was a whole field of magical weed growing here. It was a fun time.
No doubt. What if we returned this place to its former glory?
Unfortunately, this weed has been banned.
No, I'm talking about the garden. Here you can grow fruits and vegetables.
It's possible, though you'll have to work hard. Clean up all this rubbish.
I think I'll start with that.
Well, good luck.
All right, clear the garden of debris. You got it. All right.
Hello, Scary.
You don't have to remind me about it every time.
The job is done.
Yeah, this place looks like a vegetable garden now.
It's time to plant something. Do you know where I could get some seeds?
But that's illegal. Though I know a couple of guys who have seeds of this magical herb.
No, I don't plan to grow it. Where can I get seeds of some cereals?
Well, it's a pity. Wild corn grows nearby. You can collect seeds from it.
Thanks. I'll go look for it.
You're welcome.
All right. So, find wild corn seeds. Also, a new order came in for food delivery. I'll talk about those in a little bit. So, Scary over there really wants me to grow some magical weed. But yeah, we're not Schedule 1. We're not trying to do that here. So I need to pick up some corn seeds. And we did have the outstanding quest of killing boars. And I happen to see one over there. So we already have 4 corn seeds, but it doesn't hurt to get more. Because normally, you can't actually get corn seeds. You really can only manage to do it when this quest is active. So, grabbing a whole bunch now makes a whole lot of sense. You! Big ugly pig, get over here. Yep, just casually fighting a bear-shaped pig. Oh! Ow, you hurt me. And 1 of 6 down. Thank you for the pork. Now, in terms of wounds, you can heal your wounds by... There's a bunch of different ways to heal your wounds. Oh, a loot crate. Oh, I was about to say, one easy one is the apple. Eat some apples, your wounds go. Now, apples aren't necessarily the most efficient to heal your wounds. Like corn, for instance, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is like 10 hit points per corn, or per corn you eat, maybe? I forget exactly. But for apples, you do get apple cores. And the advantage of apple cores is you can compost them. Whereas most other food doesn't drop cores. So while the shop's already closed, oops, I'm going to hunt the boar. I am not, however, interested in hunting that spider over there, because I don't have a quest to do it, so I'm not going to bother. Oh, you are a zombie. Oh, and now I'm walking into the spider. I just want the boar. Oh, zombies are running into my tavern. Yo, don't do that. Don't do that. And if you're wondering, if I had patrons in the bar and zombies ran into the tavern, yes, it would freak them the hell out. Despite the fact that everybody in this universe is like jacked like crazy. I mean, have you seen our tavern or merchant there? The dude puts like Barry Bonds to shame, but yeah, he can't fight. All right, so in terms of the other quest that we were on, killing boars, it's not all, they're not always around to kill, so if I see them, might as well get them. Gonna hit the zombies with a broom? I mean, you can try, but it ain't gonna do very much. And now we've killed half the boar we were quested to do so. Over there is a zombie and a wolf. Don't need to kill them. So if I don't see any more boar, I will get back to our quest. Talking to Scary. And I have 10 arrow in the knee. I have 10 seeds, so that's a good start. Now it's worth noting, the stuff out here has like a day-night cycle. So like spiders and zombies come out at night. They're not diurnal, I guess. Whereas boar are never sleep, they're out night and day.
Today,
Hey there, I've got the seeds.
are those the ones?
The ones.
Wow, I wasn't hoping. Plant them ASAP.
Can you tell me? Maybe there is some kind of technology?
You plow the ground with a hoe, plant it, water it with a watering can, fertilizes to your taste. You need a lot of heat and light, but there are no problems with this here.
Understood. Seems fairly simple. I'll take care of it.
Oh, I can't wait!
Thank you for tuning in to Ale and Tale Tavern, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions or feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in the next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow patrons.